Dissolve the apartheid
So what would you like to
Allow
see happen,
Palestinians-
Hassan?
Do you not understand the English language?
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is Dawson, our broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Monday. It's Monday News Day. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs. It's Monday News Day. And boy, has a lot happened since the last time I was live. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you all about that, about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of Hassan HASANABI Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. So help me God. Of course, last night I ended the broadcast, and what did I do? I did this. This is what I did. Now, I wasn't in a maid outfit, neither was BAD EMPANADA. Noah was all in a maid outfit. More talk with BAD EMPANADA. You two went off. Yeah, that's what I did. I went on NOAH SAMSEN's stream, fundraising for Palestine. But also, while I was fundraising for Palestine, I also was, engaging in heated debate with an interlocutor. For those of you who don't know, I was on with BAD EMPANADA, where he found out that my perspective on a lot of the issues that he criticizes me on is actually quite similar to his, and that the only major point of disagreement that we have is negligible, and that disagreement usually just revolves around me criticizing his technique. It was a surprisingly great debate. It wasn't a debate. Why would you think that it would be a real debate? That's why I kept saying whenever BAD EMPANADA's fans, or fans of mine who like BAD EMPANADA, would come in to my chat to be annoying, and I would tell them all the time that him and I do not disagree on things. We simply disagree on techniques, tactics, things of that nature, but that's it. Start a political podcast. You were so much better with chat not distracting you. Maybe. Yeah, it was interesting stuff overall. Good conversations overall. I'm sure that there will be a lot of normal responses to it online from our haters, our hater communities and whatnot, but who gives a shit about what they think? All right. Other than that, I mean, I was basically on the NOAH SAMSEN stream for quite a while, until like 10, and then after I was done with the NOAH SAMSEN stream, I went to sleep like instantly. I insta-locked bed. What is this? You and BAD EMPANADA last night? That's so funny. I mean, it's true. It is true. Also, what a lot of Americans miss, I think, especially white Americans, like whiteness is such a poison for you. A lot of you miss having some kind of Balkan style ethnic conflict that is historical reference over thousands of years at this point. Like when you're an American, when you're a white American, there's this there is this like dullness to your history, unfortunately, where you don't get to have these like ethnic tensions that you can relitigate over and over again for humor and jokes. Like BAD EMPANADA, immediately I clocked him as a Cypriot. Okay, immediately I clocked him as a Greek. I can tell. It makes life more fun when you have a constant ethnic conflict that you can point to, that you can present. Not true. Go to an Ohio versus Michigan game. Those two states literally went to war once. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the closest thing you can get to like having two identical parties in every way, shape, or form actually engage with one another in the field of battle for no real reason. Despite having a lot more similarities than differences. Bro's completely forgetting the British? No, I'm not. I'm saying for American culture is so streamlined, so processed, that I think, like, especially whiteness in America renders you incapable of having like fun little ethnic tensions that you can point to throughout history. No, British people have that as well, for sure, for their neighbors. Dudes that live in like one zip code over have been fighting one another for fucking generations. They sound so different from one another that it's indecipherable. You can't even understand what one guy is saying over the next. You need subtitles for both. You got to have that. America's too young, too vibrant, and also now dying. But you know, anyway, yeah, we had a fun conversation last night that was very instructive. Guess what? I was right, as you may have guessed. It did not turn into a heated debate at all. And it was more so just like clarifying my positions, so he has a better understanding of them. My positions, I mean. Reddit is saying you destroyed your career by talking to him. Yeah, that's Reddit. Reddit is a bunch of NatSec losers who don't even get paychecks from the federal government. Like, it's people LARPing as though they work at Langley. Who cares? And that's not even like all of Reddit. That's just unique subreddits comprised of neckbeards. Oh no, I can't believe Reddit said this. But yeah, it was mostly just like it was a delightful back and forth. Ultimately, I don't think that I don't think that those differences in the way that people carry themselves are all too consequential, all too significant, which is why I don't engage in the practice of left bashing at all, which is why I was even worried about bringing up any of my disagreements with Bad Empanada, because like I just don't think it's productive. Having said that, it's good. I'm glad that we had that conversation. Hopefully some of the Hasanabi heads who also happen to be Bad Empanada heads will now shut the fuck up and stop being annoying in my chat, and vice versa. They probably won't. I think they'll at most, they'll say Bad Empanada is being a pussy or something and wasn't aggressive enough to attack me or something like that. But yeah, not only was it a productive back and forth, but also lots of money was raised. So far, I believe it's around 320,000. Hell yeah. For UNRWA. Love that. You look like you had fun talking about Empanada. I mean, Bad Empanada is like not that dissimilar to someone like Felix Biederman. I think Felix is funnier, but he has a very... And I love Felix, as you guys know. And so it's not, why would it be in any way, shape, or form remotely different? Like, why would that conversation go any different? Think about who some of my favorite, think about who some of my friends are in this left media sphere. Think about who some of my favorite people are, some of my favorite people to collaborate with are in this left media sphere. Like, they say things that are, I think, way edgier than what Bad Empanada does in general. No, I'm talking about, like, not political adjacent. I'm talking directly in the political commentary sphere, like Brace and Felix and, like, the Chapo orbit in general. Even Noah. Noah is definitely a lot softer. Someone said Adam Friedland. No, Adam Friedland, I think Adam Friedland has a decent political framework or decent fundamentals, but I wouldn't consider him a political commentator. He's a comedian. Learning about Drew Pavlov's background was the best part. Oh yeah, he's nutting. He's nutting over being mentioned. I think he was like talking in all sincerity about how he really thinks that, like, I want to enslave his child or something. The irony, of course, is that he will never have a child because that would require him to have sex with a woman, which we all know is never going to happen. So I don't think he needs to worry about that. I used to think Adam was cool until I saw him do this. Dude, I can't believe this. Is this actually fucking Adam? Like, it looks exactly like him from the back, and I don't know. I can't tell. This dude in front of me spent $28 to sit in an IMAX theater scrolling TikTok and Instagram. What's even the point of going to the theater if you can't stay off your phone for 90 minutes? Is this actually Adam Friedland? It's not me, but I would be acting like that. Are we being anti-Semitic? Can we stop? Can we put an end to this endless anti-Semitism? This is unacceptable. Thinking this is Adam Friedland is anti-Semitic. Yeah, this is the next Felix take that, of course, was popping off on the timeline. Would you press a button that guarantees that you die in 2030, but it also promises Joe Biden another 10 years of life? If you say no, you can go fuck yourself. It's negative people like you that caused all the epic fail in his prostate. All right, what is this? What is this Balder lion? The lion of the real lion of Syria. What is he saying?
Has he talked about Lizzo yet? Yeah, you missed all the Lizzo discourse. You missed me giving 45 minutes of my opinion on Justin Trudeau's divorce. You're definitely watching the right Twitch channel. Do you look at does the title down here? Is it all caps? Emoji, get in here. Bullet point list of all the big news happening today. Open parentheses, gaming after. It turns out that last part was a fucking lie.
Dude, what are these shots being fired? You know, I'm sick and tired of apolitical. He did this. Is this? Oh, this is from 2 years ago. Oh, I was going to say, because I feel like I remember him saying this before. I'm sick and tired of these apolitical content creators who don't actually let their true political perspectives be known and simply use attacks against me as a way to position themselves in the realm of politics. And Northern Lion is doing that. And the veracity of his claims has no bearing on this, okay? He might be completely right on that. The gaming part of the title is a lie, yes, but ultimately, he's still attacking me to prove his political bona fides. By the way, speaking of which, we got to watch this video. I just saw it on my feed. Man carrying ting, he done did it again. Speaking of which, I love this. I love this video. Look at this. The title of this is, why is this 90% of political content on YouTube?
I hate talking about this stuff. Politics is boring. Politics is stupid as hell. I actually try to keep out of politics. I think both sides are stupid. I think both sides have some good points. I'm actually apolitical. I'd call myself a centrist. I have no real opinion on politics, and I don't consider myself educated enough to discuss the topic. Here's why people should stop criticizing Israel.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Yep, based. Oh, I love that. I love that. That is literally, bro, this is a 47-second synopsis, and it's basically everything. It's every type of slop tuber's first foray into politics. I like that YouTubers are aware of it, though. Look at this. It's always been a policy of mine to stay out of politics on this channel, which is why I'm prefacing my 9th consecutive politically motivated video with that statement. But this is something I just don't feel comfortable staying neutral on. Here's why women shouldn't be. I'm apolitical with the exception of the numerous extreme political convictions I have. Everybody that is always like, I hate politics. I'm so apolitical. I'm so neutral on everything. Trump is content. Trump is a content president. I'm only looking at this from the perspective of drama. Also, suspiciously, all of my political worldview is directly tailored around some of the most extremist reactionary points of view you have ever encountered in your life. And as a matter of fact, if I were to tell you what my true opinions are, you would probably be horrified by them. Also, I am utterly afraid of saying what my true political opinions are, even on my channel, and certainly in broad daylight around other human beings within earshot, because I'm worried that they would kill me with hammers if I were to reveal what I truly believe must be done to women. Like, it's great. It's great. Everyone that says that they're apolitical will just like regurgitate the stupidest, most insane, most heinous fucking reactionary points of view. Why does Hassan keep posting the RIZZLER on his stories? Because he's a legend. No, because the recent photo shoot that he did, that I think is the album cover for... Is that a meme? Or is the new West Side Gun album cover actually the RIZZLER with like in Yoji Yamamoto and shit? Is that real? You got centelled? Oh, it's Daily Nude. Okay, yeah, I got centelled. Well, I mean, I saw the photo shoot. I saw the photo shoot before, and I think the photo shoot is awesome. The Daily Nude. That's why I've been posting it. But then I saw the West Side Gun new album cover being the RIZZLER, and I was like, this makes no sense. Fuck it, YOLO. Wait, what do you mean? I have not seen any of this. The RIZZLER did a photo shoot in like Yoji and like a bunch of other brands. That is real. And I've been posting photos from that photo shoot that he did because he looks awesome. And I love that. I love that for him. He is the GOAT. How am I supposed to trust your sources when you fall for nude? Wait, what? Dude, you have to realize, like, sometimes you see something that is utterly inconsequential on your timeline and it has nothing to do with your day-to-day existence, and you just move on without a second thought. It's not, you know, I didn't investigate it thoroughly. Everybody calm down. You know, I wasn't applying my critical media my media criticisms to the meme that I saw on my timeline. Like, it's okay. It's utterly unimportant. It's not even important to the actual fucking RIZZLER. The reasons why I'm posting the RIZZLER. He looks, I mean, he's farming aura. He looks incredible, dude. He looks incredible. He's living the childhood you wanted. I would have loved to. I mean, I looked like the RIZZLER when I was growing up. I looked exactly like him, but of course I was never dripped out the wazoo like this. Like, this is a dream. It is a dream of mine to be dripped up like this, and I never got it. I never got that dream achieved. Bro, that child is illiterate. So is every American child of that age. Excuse me. What makes you think that he's any different than the average American? I'm sorry that he's closer to the proletarian child than you are, okay? Whoa, look at me, Mr. Elitist. Like, kids should know how to read and write. What's next, dude? You want them to also do math? Shut up, stupid. Get this elitist shit out of here, dude. We don't want that. We don't want our children to know how to read and write.